Well, this is definitely a sight to see, sight to behold. SURGIE, that's me, Sergi, back at it again with another video. First and foremost, guys, it's the end of the year. It's the end of the road. It's the end of 2025. I've probably made a good 5 videos on this channel this entire year alone. I've made mistakes. I've made improvements. I've learned a lot of new things. And one thing I've learned at this very moment is that it is very weird for me to have a camera and talking to that camera on my desk in front of me, because I don't think I've done a video like this since, I want to say, the summer, maybe, if that. I don't know if it was the summer or if it was sometime during last year. I mean, technically at this point it would be last year. We're literally not even one day. It's December 30th at 7:30 at night as I'm filming this. But yeah, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of insight to what I've been doing, to what I've been working on this year. A lot of it has not been video-wise. A lot of it has been mainly self things, like trying to work on myself. A lot of the stuff that I'm about to tell you is gonna get very personal. Yes, I have struggled with alcohol abuse. Yes, I've struggled with decision making and lousiness. I've struggled with ambition, getting things done. I've struggled with all of it this year. It's been kind of like over the past 3 years kind of thing. It was kind of like at its peak. But just recently it kind of turned into like, something that I've slowed down on and tried to like process in my mind and try and think about the decisions that I'm making and, the stuff that I want to do for the future. But I think it's been just a very big learning curve. It's been a very big learning experience, and it's something that I'm glad happened, but at the same time I wish I didn't have to go through, mainly because of the amount of struggle that it's going to bring, near forth. But, either way, lesson learned. I think my biggest things that I want to do for this coming year is I want to start working on videos again. The biggest thing that I started working on these past couple months is I've actually started streaming again. Twitch.tv/Sergi_studios. Go check it out. I'm actually going to be having a stream tomorrow as I'm filming this, so December 31st. I don't know if you guys will see it yet, but I do plan on making a community post about it, so you guys will probably know either before or after this video comes out, whichever one comes first. But yeah, I got into live streaming again. I started gaming again. I started getting into, more of a relaxing state. I started to really focus on myself. I started cleaning myself up a little more. As you guys can see, I don't have the long hair that I did in the last video that you guys saw me with. I even started shaving. Like, you guys know me with my thick beard. I've had that for many, many videos now in the past year or two. It's just been nothing but facial hair, mainly the goatee part. But yeah, I've started cleaning myself up a lot. I've started cleaning up my act. But I think now it's kind of hit different, because now that we're getting into the new year, it kind of makes it easier to look at those goals and be like, okay, this is what I need to do. The only question is, how am I going to do it? So I think the biggest things that I want to work on were, like I said, continue live streaming. That's one big thing, because it's been very easy. I've got 12 followers on there so far, and that's just with every Saturday or even some other days that I haven't been doing school, which, like I said, another big improvement that I made is going to school. I finally did it. I said I was going to do it for 3 years, 4 years, ever since graduation. I just never did. So yeah, streaming and video content creation, learning more. So school, really learning how to control my urges. So like when it comes to things like nicotine use and alcohol abuse, I want to really, really work on those things, because I've tried working on those for a very long time now, and it just has not gone to plan. A lot of it was because, in hindsight, I did not try enough to, slow down on that stuff. But I gotta say, this last 5 months has been quite an improvement. I mean, I think it was more or less maybe three or 4 months, not closer to 5, but maybe closer to 3. I really started slowing down a lot. I wasn't drinking as much as I was before. I realized that I wasn't spending as much money as I was on it before. And yeah, it's been just a crazy improvement. But I think it's time to take it one step further. So my one challenge this year, or well, not this year, but next year, I'm going to go a complete 365 days sober. Another thing that I want to do, other than, learning and streaming and doing content creation like I was doing before, kind of get back into the groove of things, is I want kind of reach outside of my comfort zone a little bit, get out of my bubble a little bit, you know, just kind of go out there, put myself out there and make it into like a positive change, like as like a positive reinforcement kind of thing. So like, you know, go out with more people, meet new people, kind of get used to meeting new people. Don't be afraid to like, you know, step up. Like embarrassment is going to be a big part of social anxiety, but embarrassment's also going to be a really big part of life. And there's one thing that a friend told me that, you know, laugh about it. Don't sit there and dwell on it, you know, because everyone does it. It's human nature. We all do stupid shit. Anyone who knows me can ask anyone else that knows me that this is something that I've struggled with. You know, I've always been a homebody. Like I've always sat at home and I've always done my own thing. And I've also kind of, you know, made myself kind of like a hermit almost because of that social anxiety, because of the things that I'm afraid that people are going to think. At this point, for this coming year, I want to change that. I think that's one of the biggest things that I want to work on. That's kind of like a list right there in and of itself, and that's not even half of it. I do have this thing right here, well, two things actually. I have one sticky note right here that's taped, and then I have another one right here full of a bunch of ideas that I want to do. Things like repairs and a build plan on my Honda Civic. You guys already know Nemesis, my Honda Civic that I've really neglected in the past year or so. I really got to get that thing going the way I want it to be again. Another thing too is I have a dirt bike build and a Polaris Indy 400 wedge chassis build that I want to do. I want to do a setup tour of 2026, which I think is probably the biggest change that I've made this year. Was as you guys can see, the lighting is completely different. Everything over here is completely different. Like everything behind me is completely different. Like this does not look like the traditional setup that I have had in previous videos. Like everything that I've done has kind of looked like this. And there's a picture of me right there with my long hair. I think it's safe to say that both me and my setup have kind of come a long way in terms of that. We've all grown and made improvements. But yeah, I think I want to start doing all these. I want to start getting back into editing. I want to keep streaming. But I think the biggest thing that I want to do is just enjoy myself. Quit being so pissed off all the time. Maybe gain a little bit of patience. Learn how to control my anger. Because even in my live streams, I think you might notice, anyone who watches my channel and also watches my live streams, you'll notice that I kind of have a temper. I have a really massive temper. When one thing goes wrong, pretty much what happens is I go completely off the rails and I just I come unglued, basically. I come unhinged. There's been a couple times where even with all the brand new stuff that I have in my setup right now, all of that almost got smashed one night. So that's definitely something I want to work on. But I think there's a lot of things that I have to work on, and I kind of hope that you guys, regardless of anything that I need to work on, you guys will be there for the journey with me, whether if you guys are watching my live streams or watching my YouTube shorts or watching my moto vlogs or me bullshit with cars or something like that. Whatever the case may be, I want you guys to be there for it, and I think from all this, we can all grow together. We can all grow and improve together. But yeah, I'm very excited for the years to come, and I'm especially excited for next year. I think next year is going to be the year of change. For me personally, it's going to be the year of change, and I'm happy about it. But with that being said, guys, streaming will be tomorrow. Like I said, I will do a community post tomorrow. Whether or not this video is out by then, I don't know. It kind of depends on, if it's a little bit late, that's fine. I feel like, it's a start. Making this video, I feel like, is a start, considering just how many videos I've made this past year. Literally this past year alone, I've probably made like 5 or 6 videos tops. Even if I'm like a couple days late on it, obviously don't slack on it, but if I'm a couple days late on it, that's fine. I think that it's a start. It's definitely a start, but like I said, guys, tomorrow I'll be streaming. December 31st, we will be doing New Year's together. And yeah, I think it's time to say hello to the new year. I mean, I know I don't really look excited, but my brain's just kind of thinking about all the things that I can do. All of it. Just all at once. Man. Alright, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Once again, I will see you all next year. As corny as that joke is, I will see you all next year. Cheers, guys. Stay surgy.